Welcome back to Sports Edge. Joining us now is the commissioner of the Southern Connecticut Conference, Al Carbone, and the winter sports season is off and going, and boy, some good things going on for your conference right now early on.
Yeah, it's been exciting so far with ice hockey and boys and girls, and in basketball with our boys basketball, Fairfield Prep, Hill House, and Lacrosse all have gotten off to pretty fast starts.
It seems like you're always in the hunt, no matter what the sport.
I think that's a great thing about our league, is that in every sport you're going to have your real contenders at the state level, but I think every sport across the board, indoor track, gymnastics, wrestling, you're always looking at those teams that can compete for state titles, and that's a good thing.
And some big news for you guys just in the last couple of weeks about high school football. You realigned the conference.
Yep, for the first time in 12 seasons, we realigned our football divisions into going from 4 divisions to 3. It has a lot of supporters, and it had some detractors too, because the good thing is it's for 1 year. What we've seen over the last several years is our football league there's a big separation between the really, really good teams and some of the teams that have, performed a little bit less than that. So we looked at our league, the athletic directors, myself, and tried to come up with a little 3-division format where the teams are, I would say, compared based on your past records, but also where they are as in their programs, and to give them competitive schedules. Some may say in that top tier, it's extremely competitive, extremely competitive.
And it is. I mean, there's some pretty big teams. Who is in that top tier?
Well, in your top tier, you're talking Fairfield Prep, Notre Dame, West Haven, Daniel Hand, North Haven has now make that jump off some really good string of seasons. Cheshire, Shelton, class double L, and I forgot Xavier, who's had
a few state titles here and there.
Just 4 in the last 6 years. So, people may say, oh, you're going to kill each other and battle through it the whole year and you're going to miss the playoffs. I don't think that's going to happen. First of all, it's a 1-year trial, and you're going to get better data so you can make movement. And that was one of the problems with our football divisions, was that we never had any movement. North Haven was in Division II East for 12 years, hadn't lost a game in probably 10 games in the division, and we never made that move to push them up, to play better competition. Right. Yeah. We've won 27 state championships in the sport of football. We had 2 teams that, made the state finals this year. That's what we expect from our league. We average 4 to 5 teams in playoffs. The detractors are saying, well, you're not going to have those teams make the playoffs. I actually disagree with that. I think what we'll do is the cream rises to the top. Right. So let's let them play their season, but they're going to be battle tested when they do make the playoffs.
And will that open the door, though, for some of the teams maybe in Division II, Division III, the East Havens, the Branfords, who maybe had a tough schedule early on against some of these top-tier teams? Will that open the door for maybe them to make the playoffs in a smaller division?
That's a good question, because this year we had made a 1-year schedule, and we saw 3 teams, 4 in East Haven and Hill House, who are Division II, who going into their Thanksgiving Day game needed a win, needed some help to make the state playoffs. Unfortunately, none of them did, but they went 8-2 Hill House, 7-3 East Haven, which was one of their first winning season in probably
forever,
15 years or so. Yeah. And then a team like Brantford that starts out 0-4, wins 5 out of their last 6 games to finish 5-5, and then you had Foreign, who went 7-3. And again, comes down to 1 or 2 games. But I think that's the point. Is you look at other college and professional football, and they always say you want to be playing a full competitive schedule to that last game. Yeah. This schedule is going to do that, and it's going to, people may say it, but it's going to be exciting.
A year from now, what will make you either blow this whole thing up or just tinker it a little bit?
Growing our league and getting some teams from other leagues to join us. The more teams you have, the more flexibility you have in scheduling, so that your best 8 teams aren't battling each other. The other thing is the district model. That's something that's gotten a lot of attention. It just hasn't been talked about at the state level yet. Other leagues need to embrace it. I would say this, whatever our 1-year schedule is, I still think from the SCCs, and I know our schools support it, let's go try that district model where double L's play double L's throughout the state. The L's play the L's, the M's play the M's. Our league supports it, and if we have to be the ones that step on the podium and shout out for it, we're going to do that, and I think we're starting it right now.
Hard to keep everyone happy, isn't it, as a commissioner?
It's a challenge sometimes. Yeah.